How will Kentucky basketball do the remainder of the season, and what are the best bets moving forward on Kentucky basketball the remainder of the season? I'm getting ready to let you know my thoughts. Before I get started, guys, can you please hit the like button, follow me over on TikTok, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, first I'm going to tell you the betting odds at DraftKings on Kentucky basketball going forward. Okay, we are plus 3,500 to win the national championship. We're plus 700 to go to the Final Four, plus 700 to win the SEC regular season, and now minus 115 to win 11 games. Our over 10.5 games won in conference play is minus 115. Okay, say I had $100. I'm going to put 10% of my money on us winning the national championship. 2 weeks ago, I would have put 1% on that. I'm not saying that we're going to win the national championship, guys. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here predicting that or anything else. What I'm saying is that I saw enough versus Indiana and St. John's to at least put us in the ballpark. You never know. This team could catch fire. We can't shoot the basketball right now. That has to improve. And I'm not some Mark Pope guy sitting here optimistic. I'm not a Mark Pope guy. I've never been a Mark Pope guy. He doesn't have the resume to be at the University of Kentucky, but I'm also not a Mark Pope hater either. And I'm behind him as long as he's here. Okay, we are a lot more athletic this year than we were last year. Now, last year's team gelled better. They played harder. I'm sure that last year's team has our hearts as a fan base more than this team does right now. This team has a lot of proving to do. Mainly, they're excuse my friend, they've been sorry asses, not hustling or anything, but the last couple of games, I could sense a little bit of urgency. Still didn't play well, and that's a good thing. We beat Indiana. We beat St. John's. You beat a Rick Pitino team when you didn't play your best. That's a good thing. And this team, they've came from behind. Pope's got to do a better job of getting them ready in the locker room. Us getting off to slow starts, that's coaching. That's coming out of the locker room, and I think he will improve on that. Here's what I'm saying, guys. Our last game was what? The 23rd? December 23rd? So our next game's Saturday, January 3rd. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of practice time. Any of us who played could tell you, you don't get better during the games. This is their opportunity to get better. They've had a lot of practice time. So what I'm hoping and praying, most of these Hall of Fame coaches, if you'll notice, their teams get better throughout the year. And I'm not saying Pope's a Hall of Fame coach or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, I think this team has got a taste of they can't just show up and win. They've got to play ball. They've got to hustle and all that stuff. And if we can get Lowe and OA, JQ going, those are the big three. We got to get those three players going, and I truly believe that everybody else will fall in line. OA is the preseason SEC Player of the Year in the last couple of games. I don't want to say he's quite played like that, but he's on course. So if we can, if he continues to play at this level or better, we get Lowe going. JQ looks, I got to see more of a sample size, but rim protection more than anything else. He helps us tremendously defensively. And I love Moreno. I love that kid. It wouldn't take a lot for me to fall in love with this team. I just need to see the effort. Much like I'm sure you all feel the same way. So here's what I'm saying. 10% of my money, I'm laying down on, if you only have $100 for those high rollers out there, whatever, $1,000, put $100 on Kentucky to win the national championship at plus 3,500. That's a lot of money. And somebody messaged me and said my math was wrong. I'm not going to go through explaining to you how betting works, but please don't make that statement again. You make yourself look foolish. Plus 3,500 does not mean if you bet $1 that you win $3,500. So please don't ever repeat that again. But you will get a nice payout. $10, just for example, you bet $10 for Kentucky win the national championship, they win it, you profit $350. That's what that means. But okay, so I'm putting 10% of my money on Kentucky to win the national championship. I'm putting 15% of my money on Kentucky to go to the Final Four at plus 700 and also to win the SEC regular season championship. Here's what I wanted to say to you guys. The SEC this year, not powerhouse. The SEC, I don't want to say the SEC's down. It's not nearly powerhousey. We don't have 5 teams ranked in the top 10. There is currently no teams ranked in the top 10 from the SEC. Your highest ranked team is Vanderbilt. Now, the SEC has 6 teams in the top 25. The SEC, what is the SEC this year? You have to play every night, but there's nobody we're not going to show up and we're beat before tip-off this year. We're not. I have all the confidence in the world that we can win Saturday at Alabama. We've just got to play ball. Alabama is not Alabama, not the same Alabama they've been the last couple of years. They're still good enough to beat you if you don't play ball. And it's on the road, but we don't have one game this year in the SEC where we show up and we don't have a chance. We just don't. We can win. So I'll give you a rundown of the top 25 currently in the SEC. Vanderbilt 11, Alabama's 15, Calipari's 18, Tennessee's 20, Florida 22, Georgia 24. Auburn's pretty good too. The SEC's still good. It's still quality, but it's not the powerhouse conference that it has been. So, plus 700 on the SEC regular season, very doable. Now, I do feel very strongly about the over 10.5. I would make that bet right now. 60% of your money goes down. Those of you, if you have $500 to lay down on Kentucky at minus 115 to win 11 conference games, I think that's a good bet today. If you have it, if you are $100, whatever you have that you don't need right away or you can spare for a few months. Excuse me. But Kentucky at minus, sorry about the lighting on my computer. I love us at minus 115 to win 11 conference games. 18 conference games, guys. I really believe you all think about it as well. We can go 11 and 7. Definitely. We can go 11 and 7 in conference. 11 conference wins is very doable, and I think we'll get that. I really do. Maybe more. But right now at DraftKings, minus 115 over 10.5 for Kentucky to win 11 ball games, and I think that's going to happen. All right. So I didn't want this video to last very long. That's my suggestions on Kentucky basketball going forward. We'll talk betting, season-long betting for Kentucky. We'll evaluate it again in a few weeks or whatever. The last couple of performances, they was plus 5,000 to win the national championship. Now it's dropped to 3,500 because everybody's seeing improvement. They don't have odds on DraftKings to win the SEC tournament. That's why I didn't mention that. But the best bet on the board, if any of you out there say we don't have a chance to win the national championship or go to the Final Four, put all your money on 11 wins. All your betting money on us, the over 10.5. I truly believe, there's not a doubt in my mind that we're going to win at least 11 conference games. I really believe that. We know more than the rest of the nation knows right now. What feel do you have? They're making progress, trust me. Kentucky basketball is going to be better. I don't know what that means, is how far we're going to go, but we're going to be better than what we've saw. I truly believe that. I truly believe that. We're not going to drop 3 or 4 games at Rupp this year like we did last year. I think we're going to protect home court going forward, and we're going to win some road games. I really believe that we're going to win 11 ball games in conference. So I really place your money down and collect it at the end of conference play. And you're welcome. Guys, it's New Year's Eve. I'm going to end this video. Everybody be safe tonight if you're going out. Love you guys. God bless. Go Cats.